Nicole, well, I don't know.
Timer starts.
What's like?
Step back, Cornelia, step back. Step back.
Alright, your timer starts.
Hold on, let's do start the timer yet. Where's the where's Nicole? Is it still in, bro? Who's the main presenter? Hold on. Is it main presenter? Is there a secondary? Secondary?
I would say,
So doing other things manually, that's why Eric. What does that?
timer starts in
Wait.
5,
If hold on, there's a
Four.
distraction.
Actually, I do some. Hold on.
3, 2, 1. 15 minutes to go.
All right, good evening, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your time here. My name is Patrick. This is Ronaldo, Romario, and Kimani. And we are Island Hub presenting our solution, and it mainly falls under crowdsourcing of, well, logistics. So the main problem that everyone was given was how might we build a dynamic, predictive logistics engine that transform rigid islands. Well, this is what we had to present on. At first sight, it does look complicated, so we had to better explain what we wanted to do. So the problems that we wanted to solve were for multiple persons. So for consumers, for couriers, and local retailers, getting a package to somebody can be very complicated logistics-wise, and it also can be very wasteful. So if you live in the Kingston area, if you want to get something picked up, or if you want to have something delivered to you, that can be easy, but if you live way around a country, it's going to be a harder ordeal if you have to go around Miss Brown house and know this corner and that corner.
So
Yeah, you just want to get your package.
So the main problem we're trying to solve is basically want to have a decentralized hub where individuals can drop off a package, not necessarily a restrictive location. For example, if a courier were to service a community or the surrounding community of Kingston 10, downtown, they could have one location. For example, they would do like Ocean 11, that's a restaurant there, right? So for example, if the end user decided, hey, I want to do my pickup here because I'm here for this specific reason, they can do that. Is to go missing or damaged goods and all of those things. So we'll incorporate some form of review system internally and then also by the end users that gives a review. So couriers can review a partner and the cycle continues, each like a peer-to-peer revision of what is happening within the system.
Because we want to ensure that all parties have a safe environment in order to transact and make sure that everyone's happy. So the size of the addressable market, Jamaica, we want to do the entire population, but you shouldn't start a business with the entire population because not everybody's your customer. So we want to initially focus on Kingston and St. Andrew with its population of 1.2 million, and we're target approximately 3 to 5% of the initial market to just get our foot in the door and then expand from there. So our business model, we essentially want to partner with local businesses and small shops. The business activities that we'll be doing is managing delivery routing, expanding the number of locations that we have, and of course doing maintenance on our platform. Our key resources would be the technology stacks that we have, and as well as the network and trust that we built with customers and with businesses. The value that we provide is a safe place for customers to pick up their package. And of course, businesses want places, they want more foot traffic in their businesses. So whenever somebody picks up a package, that's an opportunity for people to also buy something from them as well. Our main cost would be the cost of software development, which is getting cheaper by the day thanks to AI. Our platform maintenance, but we also want to have a low operation maintenance because we're not operating the hubs themselves. All right, and we have different revenue streams, customer relation, customer segments. We all thought about this. I'll just continue in the interest of time. So we want to essentially have our own carrier network, and we're going to have scalable logistics and one that will benefit Jamaica as a whole. We need to partner with businesses island-wide and have a net of locations where we can get persons to pick up their package and to offer a customer and business-centric experience so that we can essentially have greater control over the market and solve the problem. So Island Hub is the solution that the three of us were working on. So Kimani, Romario, and me. That is our solution. And now we're going to do a short demonstration of our platform.
So the application, everybody is familiar with the courier service. The one thing that we do will make the pickup process a lot more easier as it relates to how it's being done. This is a person that is signed in as a hub partner, meaning that this is a pickup location and this is Jane, for example. They will then come and say, hey, I want to do my package pickup. As you can see in the queue here, I have one package picked up. So they will come here and then scan the QR code. After scanning the QR code, well, it's failing now, saying invalid. But after they scan the QR code, they will say, hey, you received our package. Thanks for the business. And that will be the end of that handshake as it relates to that. Eventually, what we would like to do is incorporate the more the logistics as it relates to the different in and outs as it relates to how logistics management is concerned. For example, a reversal of a package, wrong package. But seeing that is an MVP, the main problem we want to address was, are we looking at the problem for what it really is? So we ask ourselves, all right, we can approach it like a decentralized network, and this was the solution that we came up with within the couple hours that we were here.
All right, so that is it for our presentation. Thank you, everyone.
Judges? Any questions from the judges?
Yeah, going to the revenue streams. I know you skipped it, but what were the revenue streams you identified?
So there are different ways we can get revenue. So from the businesses, we can charge them a subscription fee in order for them to say, hey, we want to partner with you and you can use our location. So that's one way we can get revenue. We can also get revenue from customers whenever they would pay for the pickup. Then that would be a source of revenue. And also we had the idea of having access to an API where businesses could pull information from there that we allow. So that would be another source of revenue.
Right.
And you want to add that, Kimani?
No, that's pretty straightforward. The only thing is that we don't want to burden the community of the users, so we opted for the subscription model. And for the hub partners, they will earn per package.
Yes.
So that would be on the end courier's pocket. So that would see, all right, I can better understand, I will spend X amount for these deliveries compared to I pay this flat fee and put my packages here.
Yeah, so the more packages a certain location gives to users, they get more money over time.
Any other questions from the judges?
So if there you encounter a partner, you said you have a screening tool.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So
what if they go through the screening and there's an issue?
Right, so that would mean that the review system is working, right? Because that means that we'll pick them up as a bad partner, and then we'll then take the necessary steps to remove them as a partner. So the review aspect should play a part as it aligns with the policies within the country. To, for example, I'm not sure which body is in control of the couriers, but I know there's a body, I know there's a guideline and standards. So we try to
meet their expectations.
Yeah,
and
meet their
they do a thorough
expectations.
review of whoever comes on the platform.
So we try to align with the policies of any body or any industry we are partnering in, for example.
All right. Thank you very much, team.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't think you should have done that.
Oh, 2-1 guys.
All right, next team.
Jason, that's up to you.
Next team. Yes, this team over here.
Jason.
You're next.
Jason.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
I forgot this.
That's what
Let me see.
Yeah. No, over here. Okay. Let's go. Time's running.
Something wrong with the word, I think.
So for the other teams, get yourself ready so we can have a smooth transition. All right. Let me see. Who's the main presenter?
I think.
Main presenter. You can connect your laptop meanwhile.
So just smart cables.
Yeah, just listen to me, people. Football time, don't you? Pull this up. Plug in your laptop. Alright, so pin this to your main presenter. Alright, pin that. Who's the secondary? Who's also be talking.
I will also be talking.
Alright, so pin this to him when you finish.
Okay.
Alright, so we have 15 minutes or less.
Start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 minutes starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Our team is Solid Groundation. So I'm Rachel Williams, this is Commander Lambert, this is Raheem Donegan and Felisa Kenton, and we present to you our idea, Trace. So to get into the problem, so a lot of resorts and hotels and so a lot of them, they import their food from, like, they produce from Miami or other areas instead of coming to the local market because the local markets cannot produce either the quantity they want or the quality that they want. As well as it's kind of hard to like grade what the quality is like before you receive it. It's like when you receive it, you're like, oh, this is a good quality or bad quality. And as a result, the small farmers, they lose income, like they won't be able to access that income. And because the buyers cannot trust that they're getting good quality as well as the quantity that they need. So how our app works. So first so our stakeholders we have tiers. So we have the hotels, the supermarkets as premium buyers. Then we also have secondary buyers, which would be the agro-processors. So the hotels, they would put in their contract on the website saying that they need X amount of food, or also the other buyers, they'll put it in. And then the farmers would, just text like whatever produce that they have. They'll text on Telegram with a picture so that we can analyze the quantity. Well, not the quantity. Well, they'll tell us the quantity and we'll analyze the quality of their crop. And then our AI grades it, and then they would carry it to a hub, and at the hub we would reevaluate if it's still the same quality or not. And we also have an AI that kind of estimates whether or not it would still be the same quality by the time it gets there. And if you're wondering like how the small farmers would be able to like supply all of the contract, what we do, we aggregate all of them. So we find like all the farmers say like, oh, they have this, okay, that's a percentage of it, and we just add it up until we get the 100% that the major buyer needs. Okay, and why does it work for Jamaica? So there's no waste. So as I said, we have tiers, right? So if your produce is grade A, that gets sent to the hotels because that's what they want. If it's not, we send it to the agro-processors, so it's used in something else. And if it's spoiled by the time it gets to the hub, we use that too. We send that to composers, so it goes right back to the soil, coming full circle. Yeah. And I'm now going to hand over to Kimano.
All right. Now I'll go into the technical details of our implementation. We decided to use OpenRouter for our AI model for flexibility because it's just a swap-in in terms of what model you choose to use. So in terms of incremental development, I think it provides the best of both worlds in terms of cost and reliability rather. IDE, Cloud Code, but Cloud Code. A team also uses these other IDEs, but I preferably use Cloud Code. Now, golden prompt for your reference. I won't go through that. And thank you.
Now we're going to show you the actual demonstration.
What's the golden prompt? Just quickly summarize.
Okay. So it's set to a temperature of 0, so it's more deterministic, and it essentially tries to grade the produce based on the quality that's in the image. So you are a produce quality grader. Make no mistakes, I'm just kidding. But you're following the USDA quality compliance in terms of a regulatory body to actually set as a standard, so it's not just something that's made up. And it's graded in 2 tiers. So grade 1, the top shelf, that gets sent to hotels, supermarkets, etc. to ones that we would want to buy. Grade 2, perfectly edible, might have a few blemishes. They get sent to secondary buyers, like for example, food feeding programs, schools, etc. And 3rd tier is not edible. That would get routed to composting, which feeds back into farming and harvesting, which closes the loop as a circle. And that's what we mean by sustainable. Right. Thank you. I will now demo the application. Right. So let me just log out.
Close the networks out.
Yes. So, emphasis on small farmers, as we mentioned, the purpose is to aggregate the demand that is already there and add the layer for quality checking to give the trust that the supermarkets, the hotels, etc. would need in their contracts in terms of bulk, because that's really why they import in the first place. It's the trust and the assurance that their quantities will be met in terms of their contracts, and that's what this application tries to implement for small farmers. Now, let's go ahead and log in. Just enter my demo credentials.
Admin, and then password. I'm joking.
No, I mean, it's for a demo. Let me,
Dang it.
test tracer test. Here we go.
Time.
Timer. Four. All right. You know what?
You forgot your login?
Embarrassingly. All right. Let me just
Password. Okay, one thing is that I'll talk about the primary user interface. So we went with a social media app, Telegram, because it's very popular and the interface is like it's easy to use. So our Telegram bot helps farmers. So from here, they'll be able to see demand, check their harvest. So it uses AI to help like guide the person, so they don't have to know how this works. It's like natural language where it helps them set up on their systems. So
right. It's also shared on the screen as well.
it's called AgriTrace project.
That's weird. Alright, let's try closing and doing that again. That is weird. There we go. So harvest.
1 minute remaining.
Alright, let's start. So you click on harvest to say indicate that you want to harvest or contribute a portion of your harvest to the system. And I also want to point out that this is opt-in. This is not overriding a farmer's usual means of logistics. It's just giving them an option for additional income.
And you're wondering how we make money based on the contract that the buyers would give us, we get a portion of that. So we divide it amongst the farmers based on what they contribute, and we get a portion, a percentage of what they would pay.
Right. So a fixed commission, ideally 1%. You know, not being heavy on the farmers, but the platform, it's lighter in terms of the tech stack. So it's
And time.
Alright, thank you guys.
Alright, so now we're going to questions from the judges. Any questions from the judges?
You mentioned that you do the grading, and I think I see from the prompt sort of what the parameters it's looking at. I didn't hear, I think you said the quantity. I didn't hear if you checked the quantity itself. I think you said you don't check it.
Well, we check it at the hub.
check it
So
out.
when-
Yes, go ahead.
So when the farmer delivers it to the hub, they double check the quality as well as the quantity. Because some things may become like grade B by that time, even though some is grade A. So you double check it at that point.
All right. And then how does there's WhatsApp and Telegram?
Well, right.
Or Telegram, the demo in terms of the speed to MVP, but for deployment to transition to WhatsApp, because that's more ubiquitous in today's economy.
All right, and then we're still talking about Jamaican audience as a
Yes.
start or global audience?
Be regionally, but starting at where we are, because that we can actually see the fruits of our research in terms of the market penetration.
All right. And it's still a scenario where, of course, you have different accents around the region, but say I start to use it and my English is not good, or I'm just not answering in like the perfect one-word tomatoes. Do you guys have any thought? Have you guys thought about that?
So we're using like AX and help with that. So even if it's misspelled tomatoes, like yes, I hear you tomatoes, and then we'll send back the actual word tomatoes. So if you got that wrong, you could always continue talking. It's conversational. So you could talk in natural language, whatever that language may be to you.
And also there's like menus, so even like throughout the process, you may have menus where you just click, you don't have to type.
Okay.
How do customers pay? How do you imagine customers would pay?
That's an excellent question. We weren't able to integrate this into our demo, but customers will pay via any one of our local payment processors with the Ackee link. In terms of the farmers, how they get paid, thank you. We feel it's integral for our farmers to be fairly compensated for the produce that they create. So therefore, they would be compensated based on the percentage of the amount that they contributed for a contract, and they would be done so upon receipt of the produce at the final buyer or consumer. As we mentioned, we get a fixed percentage, but ideally it would be processed via local payment processors and it gets routed to the farmers' bank accounts as well. That would be for our first phase, so to speak, because that would be easier. But we understand that not every farmer is tech savvy, so we'd eventually have to find some means to have them be paid in cash, because cash is king. Yes.
So what if I opt in as a farmer, and you said you start with images to get the process rolling?
Yes.
So what if I can't get that image? Or what if, like my father, just can't get a clear image of what he needs, and like it's always blurry? What do you do with that?
So as in, you do not have a phone that can take pictures clearly?
Yes, yeah, as you said, the farmers are not always tech-savvy. Tech-savvy literally could mean that they see it as a normal picture, but the AI won't pick up as such.
That's all right. I don't think I see what you're getting at, but I don't think that's a concern that hasn't been solved by the system as how it works, because with how the uploads for the system works, it sends a link to the farmer and it directly takes that. Once the farmer clicks that link, it automatically routes them to their browser, and the picture is taken and it's validated in flight. Now, if it's a case where the device that the farmer has isn't up to par in order to take a picture or a clear enough picture, what we'll do is we'll work with the pictures that we already have and then rely on the more robust validation in the aggregation centers as the fallback. Alternately, we can also have the farmers wouldn't be tech savvy to do this, but they could also copy that link that's sent and paste it in another device, and they can actually use that other device to get clearer pictures. But again, I realize that they might not be tech savvy enough to do that. But the fallback would be for the aggregators to actually validate the quality and the quantity of the batches. I hope that answers your question.
You mentioned the US standard, the USDA. Right? Did you guys look at any local standards or integrations?
We did, and we decided for simplicity that we're going to go with this one, but it was more like a in the moment decision for this demo, but ideally it would be more pertinent to be aligned with, for example, CARICOM standards, because we're positioning it to be regionally, not just locally, but regionally in terms of how we supply the Caribbean with this platform. So that's a good point. But if in the moment we decided to stick with the first thing that was legitimate and was surfaced to us.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys very much.
It's okay, it's okay. All right, next team. I think it's 5 last I check. Oh, you need a dongle. Alden, you have a dongle? Alright, attach this. You want me to speak?
No, I'm this one. Of my phone down there. Have C, yeah. So I just need a dongle or something. Or if I can mirror to the
You should be able to.
I'm not on the Wi-Fi, I need to get on the Wi-Fi.
JC Long team.
Alright, meanwhile, let me see. You're on your own team, right? By yourself. Alright, come on. Meanwhile, see if you can have something to do with, alright?
Alright.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, and find the dongle.
Yeah.
And find the. Does it come back or? Ah, I see.
Alright, so what's to go? Judges?
Where's your phone?
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everybody. We are King Breadfruit Limited. I'm Joshua. This is my brother Joseph. He's quite young and he has summer school on Monday. So on his behalf, thank you for keeping this on a Saturday. We built something today called the Landfall. Before I tell you what it does, I want to ask everybody in this room one question. Think back to October of last year. How many of you gave something, money, water, a barrel, a case of tin food, a Sunday collection at church, a truck, a phone call, anything at all? Put a hand up. Look, so hold that thought because that's exactly where this story starts. So, October 28, 2025, Hurricane Melissa made landfall near New Hope, Westmoreland. Category 5, 185 mile-an-hour winds. The strongest hurricane ever recorded to strike this island. Stronger than Gilbert. I wasn't here for Gilbert, so I don't know what Gilbert was like, but I'm sure some people in the room remember what Gilbert was like? Yeah, all right. So over 600,000 people affected. 120,000 buildings lost their roofs. The damage came in somewhere between 8 and 15 billion US dollars. That's close to a quarter of everything this country produces in a year. St. Elizabeth, our bread basket, the parish that feeds the rest of us, went under. Second time in 2 years. Burl already hit them in 2024. 9 months later, there are still shelters open and there are still people who have not gone home. That's not history, that is now. So, but here's the thing. Jamaica showed up. World Central Kitchen served over 1 million hot meals in the West. The Red Cross moved in 50 tons of tarpaulin, hygiene kits, blankets, and solar lamps. Digicel gave, Grace Kennedy gave, the churches, the diaspora, everybody put in something. The help was there, the help was always there. So look at this slide. Yes, I think that's it. The problem is, let's be precise. Seeing the need, solve. We had reports, we had photos, we had damage assessments, dashboards. Every relief tool ever built does this and does it well. Getting donations, solve. We had America flying in how much money and everything like that. Money still missing to this day, but we're not talking about that. But all of that was happening. The last mile, matching the need to somebody who can actually carry it there, nobody built that. And that's not just us saying, when the international agency stood up after Melissa and were asked what they needed most, they didn't say more supplies, they said coordination. Agencies working together, pooling what they already had. That's the Red Cross saying that, not us. So, hold on. Right. So here's the whole thing. Am I on the right slide? Right. Wait there. So here's the whole thing. This is a prototype, not the actual demo that you can go on, but it's just for the slides. This is the board. This is the board that as somebody who would say that they need something would go on. Seeing a need, they move a single case of water. Not one, not ever. Landfall moves it. That's the difference. That's the entire product. The theme today was island logistics with a twist. That's the logistics. Let me show you what we built and then I'll show you what the twist is. So this is it. You can go through the board. You can claim different tickets. So it's almost like a ticketing system. For those that work in IT, you guys know how that is. It's a ticketing system with points behind it as well. So that's the encouraging factor behind it. So think of Duolingo, right? You have that little annoying bird on your phone that email you and text you and body up for come to your classes them, right? But at the end of it, you come to it, you do your classes and you get points, and that points trigger something in your brain and that makes you come back and want to continue doing it. So you don't lose the streak. Something similar is here. So you claim your run, and it needs to be photo verified because you know Jamaican people kind of scammy sometimes. So they must say they must forget the points and then don't actually do the points. Right? Same thing for the people who say them do them class and then go to them class and get the points same way. So that is to prevent it, the photo is to prevent it before the product is actually sent out and you get the location of who needs what. So that way nobody information is given out to somebody who don't actually want to help them. So they send out the photo proof, you verify the photo, wrong thing I press, and then you get your points after. So it gone to Portmore Shelter, you got 17 points and you get a little badge that says you're a verified contributor. So people know in the app that this person has a history of helping other people. So it's easier for them to trust you and move on and blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. One island-wide logistics network. So the plan is, or the plan hopefully is, if our next hurricane were to come, we utilize the people of Jamaica. When Hurricane Melissa came, everybody wanted to help, but it wasn't coordinated. So now we have taxis, vans, churches, supermarkets, volunteers. anybody who can move something go down so or wherever the disaster is, those are the people who we want to target. It sleeps 360 days a year, and it wakes when the storm comes. So it's a dormant app. Whenever a problem reach, the app wake up. Yes, there you go. So when the towers go down, landfall keeps on. It has an offline sync mode. So biggest thing is nobody could find anybody down so when light is gone and internet is gone. Everybody good still? You still with me? Right. So light gone, how much time have left? Okay, so light is gone and everything, so it have an offline sync mode. So some features of the app require Wi-Fi, but the essential ones like the finding of the shelters, finding out who is where and who's in what, that still runs. So built offline first, after first load the app and the map tells you've already seen, keep working with no signal in a hurricane, the towers and the towers are the first ones to go. I messed up the order, so I just ringing it. No, I'm not working. Relax, no, I'm not working. The people want to hear the story, right? Amen? All right. So yeah, we built for the day, nothing else works. So as instructed by my brother, I was told to go to the actual app. And this is what it looks like. Don't mind all the tabs I have up here, guys. Hold on, I have one more. Don't mind all the tabs. So yeah, this is it in all its glory. Very simple, very easy going. It's work first and then sign up after, because you know people are in need, people are in disaster. They don't have time for sign up them email and sort out the madness. So report your thing first, so you know report. See, one just coming from over here, it's instant, and I as a volunteer can click on it, see what they're requesting, see how much people has helped them thus far. So I don't know if the back can see, but this person requested 4 cases of water. They've gotten none so far. So I can be a good Samaritan, and so I'm going to claim this run. And let's say I have the water, and I have the canned food in front of me. For demo purposes, it's not going to actually come up, but we'll work with it. And I upload the photo, pretend this is the water in the can, right? And then we send it off to the admin for approval. So there's no AI in this, specifically because of the quality of phones that most Jamaican people have. They have Androids and they have bangers. As great as and powerful as the AI is, it can't really detect certain pictures. And plus, most people in a panic and they don't have time for studying them and AI can't count properly. So we're not going to rely on AI for this project. So we have an admin on the back and they verify the picture, and then we get the directions as well to wherever this person is. So we can find them and pull up on them and go to the shelter. That's another thing as well. It doesn't go, any questions so far? No? It doesn't go directly to the person for privacy reasons. People don't really want, people kind of funny. Them don't want to see them house in a shambles, and so I say it's better to carry it to the shelter, and then whoever ordered the stuff can go to the shelter, pick it up. After they scan the makeshift QR code, right? And then they get their stuff after.
And you have to confirm it on the actual site after they say all of that.
Right, so that means me can go pick up him thing and him can go pick up my thing. You have to confirm it first and verify at the location, and that's how you release your goods. So say Mark has delivered our little animation vessel. Is it cool? No? Okay. Alright, cool. And then your points are then distributed to you after. We also have the map as well. So for demo purposes as well, I just drop in one little shelter in a Portmore. And these are the other requests that he has sent in from this very spot. It tracks your location with your permission, of course.
Time. Oh, John.
Right. That's basically it then. I got through most of it. Alright. That was 15 minutes? Damn.
Goods never reached the shelter and they were looted on the way.
Goods are who?
The goods never reached the shelter and they were looted on the way.
Right. So I heard about all of that happening, and so that's why we're utilizing most of the government services rather than the individuals who going down there. So with this app, That's why we have the shelters in the thing. So we're hoping, the hope is to get the government on board and to send down convoys or police or whoever, because again, we learn from history, and it was a very devastating thing to hear that people were trying to steal the goods that go into people in need. And so that is why we'll have the government, hopefully have the government on board to prevent that from happening. So yeah, any other questions, comments or concerns?
Said that you have piece of the thing offline. What is offline?
So it shows up here that it's synced and online. Offline would just be the map, just the map, the shelter, and then you're still able to send whatever requests that you need over here. I will show you. So make a lock off internet. And so it says offline 3 pending. We go to supplies. We say it's only 2 persons in 1 person, 2 persons in the household. And it also gates it. Do I have still time to answer the question? Right. Yeah. So Jamaican people kind of mess up. So they're going to try to take as much as they can. So the system prevents that. So if there's only 2 people in the household, you're limited to 2 cases of water.
Remember the read last year.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, you send in your request, and then it goes through same way, and it caches it into the system, because it's a progressive
Into the browser.
right progressive web application. So the cache is still there. Right. Whenever
You connect back, it will resynchronize
So
with
it's
the
up
app.
on your phone.
right.
Yes.
Is that working?
Well,
Connect to the internet now?
well, I need to go onto my phone.
Either way, it's easier because I have the admin screen just in case these things happen. So I just sent in the request, pops up right here.
Wait, you're back on the internet? No, on the internet.
I'm not.
No,
But it still comes through same way. And then no, so there's whoever is the volunteer, that's the correct term we're using. Whoever is the volunteer, it still goes across to there because everything is cash. Cool? And then after that, it pops up here. And then that's when the process of getting the goods is started, when the internet comes back.
Turn back on the Wi-Fi. I'm sure. Reconnect. It should reappear. Okay, it's connected. It's synced. What was the name?
A resident either.
A resident.
Is that another volunteer?
It will be.
Technical difficulties. But that was the plan. Because it shows up on this dashboard. It's right here.
Our shelter is verified.
Yeah, shelters would be verified. So nobody can go on and create a shelter. So for the sign up, let me see if I can hopefully show you what the sign up page is. This is the sign up page. So I initially had volunteer, shelter, and citizen on this page, but I'm like, I have to think about how people will break the system. So I removed it, and the plan is, since there's already a human verification on that side as well, shelters would come to us, and then we would add them into the system that way, and then they get the credentials after that. So nobody can come on and say, Ray. Yeah. So that's how the login page look like.
Alright, we can now take one more question if there is any. Other questions? Alright, thank you guys very much. Steve?
Oh, sorry.
Can't have you seen anything. Alright, that's just.
so we're gonna start in 5.
Whoa, I didn't even plug it in yet. Hold on.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time starts now.
Okay. Having a tad bit of some technical difficulties right here. Okay. So, alright, so, hi guys, my name is Jamar Plomo. Our team is PK Studios, was supposed to be Plomo and Kimani, but my friend Kimani flaked on me this morning, so I'll be here today. So today I'll be, somebody saying something? Oh, so today I'll be displaying my project called Cacique, centralizing Ackee distribution. So in Jamaica, delivering agriculture is expensive. Think about the process of a small farmer having to deliver their goods into Kingston. You're all the way in St. Elizabeth, and so St. Elizabeth, by the way, is like right over here. You're all the way in St. Elizabeth, and you have to go take highway, take whichever dirt road, come to Kingston, spend all your gas just to deliver one pickup truckload of supply of agricultural goods, your crops. That's a lot of gas, especially in 2026, and that's a lot of time that you're spending and you're wasting on the travel. Because you're a farmer, you do physical labor, time is money. So wasting that time to go to and from Kingston, that can be a 4 or 5 hour trip in total. There has to be a better way for this. Farmers are traveling to deliver their goods out of town. So this is our problem statement, right? Farmers are traveling to deliver their goods from out of town. I have to spend a lot of time and money to move between parishes. Question, open question, 5 seconds, anybody who can answer. How can we make this easier and cheaper? That's one. That's one component of the solution. So today I'd like to show to you Cacique. So Cacique is if you don't remember in history class, Cacique is the chief hut. So our you catch it? So Cacique is a centralized distribution platform for small farmers in Jamaica. So instead of having their small pickup truck travel all the way into Kingston or whichever town that need to travel, all they need to do, carry it to our warehouse, tell us who needs to get this delivery, and we deliver it for you. You just give us the money. So it's a very simple solution for a very simple yet difficult and very painful problem. So our mission statement is improving efficiency by reducing time, money, and effort wasted distributing agricultural goods. So here's the process. It's literally a simple 3-step process. First, you are a farmer, you make an order to us. You say that I have 3 crates, about 300 kilograms of potatoes, various vegetables and fruits that needs to get into Kingston, needs to get into Portmore, to about 5 different customers. Can you do that for me, please? Sure. Let us do the work. So what you need to do now, after you make your order, you just drop it off at our warehouse, and the delivery is hands-free for you at that point. We deal with all delivery, moving it to the other parish and getting it to your customer. So here's our main feature and our benefits. The process is easy, as I just explained. 3-step process, and the farmer only needs to do 2. You make your order and drop it off. So simple. The routing is especially efficient also. One of the problems that we have to tackle is gas expenditure and time wasting. So the more time you spend on the road, typically that's the more gas that you're going to be spending. So I say we, but really but I'm using we. We've made a smart distribution engine. This distribution engine looks at the locations where the delivery needs to be dropped off, and every day of the week, it looks at what needs to be there, and it makes a selection of routes that the driver need to follow. Not only that, it's also cost effective because of the gas savings. Instead of having to spend your money to
buy your gas for a one simple delivery, that might not even make you that much money. Just give us the money. Just give me the money. I'll handle it for you. And next we'll be talking about the twist. So the twist is titled, I've Got This. Trademarked by Ackee. It's not trademarked, but. So this is what I've Got This means. If we are overbooked, you'll get your delivery eventually. That sounds amazing, doesn't it?
We're transporting. Sorry.
But you're gonna get it eventually. But let me explain what that means. It sounds iffy when you hear it, but when you actually hear how the solution works, it's genius. So what we do is that we read the buyer preferences. You know, it's a supply chain. Eventually, there's gonna be a day or a month where it gets overbooked. Somebody suddenly says that they want 100 kilograms or something for going to Kingston every single day of the week, every other day of the week. And we just don't have enough cars or vehicles to transport that. So in order to curb that, we make our system even smarter. We read the preferences of the buyers and we distribute the load appropriately through the week. So a buyer might say, you know, this delivery needs to get here for Wednesday. But we understand that there's going to be supply chain difficulties eventually. If that's the case, you can bring it to us Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So we'll do just that. It reduces load on our end while ensuring that everyone gets their goods when they need it to. So the opportunity, there's a lot of opportunity here. Farmers can increase their production now that they don't have to worry about transportation. The supply chain is a lot more reliable because it's formal and traceable, so customers know that if there's any problem with delivery, come to us. We have the answer. There's going to be less spoilage because the delivery and the storage efficiencies are going to reduce the rate of spoilage, and now there's new data opportunities. Data in regards to the agricultural production and the economic movement of these goods opens the door for new agri-tech in the Caribbean region. So I'm running a bit out of time, so I won't go into how we make money, but you can definitely ask me that question. So in summary, Ackee is green and efficient. It tackles time and energy waste, and it makes your life easier. It's brilliant. So to close, Ackee, let us do the work. So now let me briefly go into our actual solution. I won't be able to, well, I can briefly show you all of the screens. So this is our admin screen. You know, you can see the warehouses, crops, farmers, distribution, and the fleet. You can see that we have a quick dashboard right here. You can go and look at some analytics for how the system's been going throughout the week, throughout the month. But what I really want to show is a simulation, because our main cell right here is a smart distribution system. I've Got This system. So I'm going to make a new simulation right here, and I'm going to seriously stress test the system. It's going to be nigh impossible to get it done. It might be impossible to get it done perfectly, but we'll show you that we can get it done extremely well. So I'll make 30 drivers, 30 vehicles, 126 customers, and 3,000 orders. All those 3,000 orders need to get done this week. We cannot do that normally, but I've got this. So let's turn on the I've Got This. Let's turn on the I've Got This mode, and all this has to take place in Kingston. So let's see what we can do. So once it's finished generating and testing, what you'll be able to see is that it might be impossible, but our I've Got This system will seriously improve the capability of the network and improve the efficiency of our supply chain. So just give it a little bit. It has to get some map data for the locations of the customers, and then it will successfully produce our weekly plan. Any questions in the meantime? Anybody?
Question.
Yes.
We got this. You said that it takes into account the location, file destination, number of orders, the
drivers of the vehicles, all of that together will come with a plan based on preferences, the routes.
Yeah.
What happens in the event that legitimately oversubscribed and based on the preferences, they just have one or two orders that we made that what kind of follow-ups do you have for that?
There's one or two orders.
Yeah.
We just handle that some other day manually. Oh, here's the system. I'm so sorry, but I have to go over the time because we got this. Let's take a look at the brilliant efficiencies of this, right? Before in the basic distribution network, we seriously went over our capabilities. We had 3,000 to deliver, and we only were able to deliver 2,221. However, when we've got this, we were able to improve our capabilities by over 500 packages that we were able to deliver. This is brilliant. So you can see the efficiency by kilometer as well. Regularly it's 1.4, typically averages around maybe 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. But when we've got this, it goes up to 1.6. So what that means is that for every 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers, that's like 2 packages right here versus like 1 and a little bit. But it's great. It's great. So this is what we're talking about. This is why we've got this. This is why Kasik is the best. Do we have any questions from the judges? This dashboard, this is for the admin, right? So when an admin, this part right here is directly a part of the dashboard, but this is simulations of what the admin would see whenever it would be a situation where it would go over the capacity. But this dashboard right here is for the admin. We have other dashboards for the farmer and for the drivers. So I'll show you.
Who's the admin?
The admin is us, me, pretty much. Owner of the company. Well, not really just the owner of the company. If you work at a warehouse, you'll be able to view the admin dashboard as well to get an idea of. Yeah, so warehouse owners, warehouse managers who need to be able to see details about their about how much flow they need to be taken care of in the warehouse, how many vehicles they need to be sure are ready and provisioned for the week that's coming, for the day that's coming. They'll be able to use the dashboard and see what's happening.
Alright, before you go on whatever flow you're going to show, where can I see the vehicles?
The vehicles, you can see the vehicles right here at the fleets. So you can see the vehicles sorted by parish. Well, the drivers and the vehicles sorted by parish with the plate number, type, and the capacity. So we have different vehicles for different purposes. So if we're going between parishes to get from one warehouse to another, we use a much larger capacity vehicle so that we can ensure all the goods are moved to and from in one efficient motion.
See the distribution tab.
The distribution tab. Here's the distribution tab. So we can see, well, from the simulation, all the stuff would have been completed already. When the distribution tab, you can see what's left for today. We have five packages that need to be moved in Clarendon. That can be done in one delivery. We've already computed that. That takes place in one delivery. And in St. Elizabeth, we have 4 packages that need to get delivered, or 4 crates. That gets done in one delivery as well. Because we're so efficient, of course, all the stuff has been delivered. Yes, it is. So right here we can, so Andrea said that she has some packages that she needs to get sent to this person. We look at all of the packages that Andrea has, and then we can select and say, okay, Andrea, we're gonna fulfill your order. Let me manually select the driver, manually select the vehicle. Typically, this isn't what's gonna be here, only if the engine is down, because the engine is supposed to be automatic. It automatically dispatches all of the routes to the drivers and information to the warehouse. But this is a manual fallback just in case. So let me show you the what the driver would see now.
Can only take one more question?
All right, one more question. Well, as I do this.
You're only delivering to established businesses?
No. If you're a farmer.
What's the delivery?
Yeah.
So if I say that I need to deliver some sweet potatoes to Maybell and she sells that for it, and she always have like natural hair. She say like you go down West Street, you take coupon. That's good enough for you guys?
If it's on a map and we can reach it by road. If we have a vehicle that's small enough to fit through whichever road, like a one truck, the farmer is already paying for it. You're not the one that's paying. The farmer say, yo, I want your service. Just get this to my customer. We're gonna get it to you as a customer. As long as our vehicle can reach up to the spot, we'll get it to you. It doesn't make a difference if you're a larger established company, smaller person, even if it's a one house, right? A one house that them want to get something from the network, a farmer wants to deliver it to this house, we're gonna deliver it to that house because they're paying us the same rate despite who the person is.
This is not the house, this is at the market.
At the market?
Yes.
Okay, we'll just park up by the market. You have 5 minutes to come up to the truck and take out your package or we're gone. That works. That works as long as it fits within as long as it can go on a map and our vehicle can drive there. If you're there by the delivery window, just collect your package. Simple, it's easy, and it works for Jamaica. We've got this.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good presentation. Alright, so our last presenter for the night. Good try mirroring. Yeah, one thing.
Alright, so for the optimization, I was trying to stay away from that because Koreans already have that. The only thing that we do is our API integrate the system so that we can work within the application. For example, so the whole farmers application, they can select the deliveries for the day, they can day. And then also for the end user, to be able to select their designated area of pickup. So would that be a funnel where as a race courier says this, you as a customer says this, and then would that be a chain of accepting or rejecting?
Still not picking up? On display, try duplicate. Oh, okay, let's search for duplicate then. Connect a wireless. This one. Yeah, give it a minute. Hey, for those of you on stream having some technical difficulties, so give us a minute. No dice? Alright, Alden, that's your laptop, right? No, there's a issue with his HDMI. So that's your laptop, right, Alden? So what if you just send a presentation to Alden and you have the video as well that you did with this? You don't have the video? Alright, send a presentation to what's the best way to get to over to you, Alden?
At Caribbean, I did.
Let me
try this.
Try this one. Try it. Alright, so search for duplicates. What's in the search bar? Alright.
Rotation, scale. It's supposed to be at the top, you know. Let's see. I don't know why it's not. I'm not sure either.
Alright, what probably what can be, you can email Alden the presentation. It's on what, Canva?
Google Slides. But
Google Slides?
yeah.
Are you in the Telegram group?
No.
No? Ackee Circle? No?
Make your Google Docs or whatever public and just show them quickly.
Yeah, email the link.
My friend bought a how long is that? I guess LS. Sorry.
I'm gonna show you. I'll think of something meanwhile.
It's not like it wasn't working well.
Time starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. That's a lot. Alright, whatever.
Go in presentation.
Where is it?
Click slideshow.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm Aiden. I'm from Team Plasma. Should have been a team. Supposed to be 3 of us. As you can see, it's just me. So that kind of hindered my little plan. But basically, what I'm demoing today is Backhaul. It's a logistics website. It basically focuses on return trips from freight trucks. So, you know, Jamaica is a developing nation. There's construction happening all the time. There's always trucks going back and forth on the highways, carrying lots of stuff. The problem being that lots of these trucks on the return trips, they're just empty. Now, the problem with this is they could also be carrying things as well. This website and this system basically connects truck drivers with companies and businesses that want to deliver smaller loads without having to request an entirely new truck to go back and forth. The idea in mind for this was mostly because not only so that it would be more efficient, but also having the environmental factor in mind. Because we know, like in current day, climate change is a real issue. We always want to think about any kind of ways to reduce carbon emissions and just any negative effect to the environment. And this system will help alleviate that somewhat by having less trucks on the road. And if not less trucks, they're doing less unnecessary trips. So basically, Backhaul focuses on the return trip. So it connects a driver with a
contractor. So they would make a request to pick up some supplies that's on their route back. So it doesn't require them to go out of their way to pick up anything. It's strictly for anything that's on their route back. So it will connect a driver with a contractor. It would show them where the pickup is and where the drop-off location is. So the pickup location would be on their route back, and so would the drop-off location. And if it's not directly on their route back, it would never be far from where their endpoint is. The AI calculates the distance from where their start point is and where the endpoint is, and it shows them where the pickup is and where to drop it off. So it's really just it doesn't require anybody to go out of their way. It's really just you request it, driver picks it up, they drop it off, and then they continue on their way. So how this would work is the contractor, instead of, they order the supplies and then they have to pay for the delivery, it would connect them with the driver, and they would pay a reduced fee because the driver was already coming there anyways, so that the driver can earn extra money, the contractor pays less, and everybody wins, while also reducing the amount of vehicles on the road. So instead of it being like, okay, you have to order the materials, then you have to wait for a truck to go and then come back, and that truck going is going to be empty. So it's going to be empty. Then it has to go all the way and then come back. It just streamlines the entire process and it just skips out an entire step. So the driver can earn money, contractor pays less, and everybody wins. So driver logs their going trip and their return trip. So when they log their return trip, it'll put them as available for any kind of pickups on the way. Then it connects them with a shipper that's posted any items that they might want to be picked up, and then it matches them up. It matches the closest driver, and when both have accepted, then it sends verification on WhatsApp through to both parties so that it can be confirmed. Now, I didn't get enough time to build out the WhatsApp. Is that a question? Oh, okay. I didn't have enough time to build out the WhatsApp functionality because I wasn't expecting to have to do all of this. I'm not really a back-end person. But it would send verification on WhatsApp, and that's how it was set up. As it comes to verifying the drivers and the contractors, it would only be for drivers who are registered as commercial drivers. So they would have to input, when they're signing up, they have to input their CV, their commercial license plate number, so that it avoids any kind of you don't want a situation where some random guy is just like, yeah, sure, I'll pick this up, and then you never get anything because they just scammed you. So it's only verified drivers, and as well as it's only registered businesses. So they'd have to provide proof of their business license so that the driver as well is not getting robbed. As it regards to payment, it would be processed through any of our local payment platforms like Link or Multilink or anything like that. So it's just really a system that it's not the most, it's kind of a niche product, not exactly niche. It's not like a wide use case, but it's a very specific problem that has a simple solution just to streamline everything for everybody. But yeah, so that's the gist. I'm not sure how I'm going to get to show the actual demo of the project given
What's your demo on local?
No. It's on Vercel.
Okay. So you can share the link and somebody,
right?
Yeah, I think that should work.
Yeah, so try that.
Okay.
Demo time?
Yeah, you want to share your Versa?
So what you can do, you can just use the Versa link on this computer.
Yeah.
So go, you know the file?
It's a separate submission.
Alright, here's what I can do. Turn this off for a bit. Alright, I'm gonna email it also. I actually have the link. Okay. Yeah, I have the link. Give me a second. That's right. I opened it. What call? I send this to Alvin. Alvin receive it. I already sent it to Alvin. Yeah.
While that comes up, what are some of the biggest problems you would anticipate with your solution?
One of the biggest problems, I feel like, especially in the initial stages, probably getting enough users for this to be like a viable service for anybody, to actually want to use. Because when it's just starting out, there's not going to be that many people involved, so like there won't really be that many drivers available if like a contractor is trying to get something done. So my hope would be to especially when it comes to like drivers that are more employed for like governmental works, that it would be something that the government would work with us for, just so that it's something that's like well known enough for it to be used. Because it's not like it's just something to make profit off of. It is directly benefiting our environment by reducing the amount of vehicles on the road and the amount of emissions. Okay. All right, here's the homepage. So this is a demo of what the page would like if you're posting a shipment. So if you already had an account, so as a contractor, you would have your company name. So all this information would be listed for the driver for when they're picking something up. So you'd have your company name. So you just say, I don't know, hardware plus, the cargo, rebar, the amount, the load size, pickup location, drop off, the money offered, and the window of time. So then you would post the shipment, and then on the driver's end, when the shipment's been posted, right? Okay, so, oops. Let me just, I don't have the amount of devices I would like to have to properly demo this with like 2 phones to actually show it properly. So I have to go into the database just to reset this. Hold on. Give me a second. So.
We'll only take 3 questions from the judges, at most.
Okay, I think it's coming up on some issues, but so essentially the shipment would come up and the driver would see it, be able to accept it, and it would show the start location for the driver, the pickup point, the drop-off point, and where the driver's route would end, which also allows the contractor to see how long it would take for them to actually reach there, so that you're not stuck waiting when it's someone coming from Ocho Rios. So it's like, even though it would be on their route, that would take a long time for you to actually get it. So it would give someone who is the closest distance, whose route actually lines up. I'm not sure why it's not coming up, but that's how it would work. So that's pretty much the end of my demo. That's all I have.
Oh, you have a question?
Okay, so questions, yeah.
Yeah, I have more of a comment for your demo, because it is to me, I haven't done any research, but it sounds like it would be viable. Because there are a lot of things that you have in there. So the number one that comes to me, because I had this discussion with our client this week, is the trucks. Who owns the trucks? The company.
Yeah, the companies on the trucks.
You have not given the companies any money.
That is true.
They're not going to send them. You're only thinking about the driver because you're thinking of one end user. But the companies don't get anything.
That is true. So in that case, then I guess the drivers have to be registered with their company. So the company gets a percentage of the money, and so does the driver.
I would give the company all that, them decide how to treat their driver. Because if you want them to sign up, they have to have that incentive. Because that is a real problem. I was talking to a company this week, a big manufacturing company, and they send out trucks every Tuesday to go across the island. One truck comes back on Wednesday, one truck comes back on Thursday. Empty.
Right.
So what you're saying is very good. But like good security, the company would need to get compensated. Because if the truck breaks down, it's the company that has to pay it.
Yeah, that's true. It definitely could be fleshed out more. I do think the base idea is good. There would definitely be a lot for me to work out more, just as streamline wise. Any other questions?
Just to pick up on what you were saying, that's because if something goes wrong with the delivery en route back, the driver will have to really, I don't think the driver is fully accountable for that. The next thing I want to really ask is like, how does your system determine the process, right?
Okay, so there's a network of drivers. So it basically every driver that is connected to it shows up on the map, and it would calculate the closest driver just basically based on where they are in relation to where the material being picked up is.
Alright, and we do not have any time for any more questions. Thank you very much. While the judges deliberate,
We'll still finish.
Nobody has support that. Yeah, nobody not supports Switzerland. Somebody wants to who supports Switzerland?
So,
Let's go back to.
That'd be very niche.
Students will get the something. JC team and the top team. So we'll just announce the students are and the students here. It's 20 software. The students. The top team will get the other membership that is not available for students. Because the other membership costs more money. Hold on.
Repeat.
I can wish you guys introduce the judges and let us know a little about them.
Oh.
So that we can also let which one afterwards.
I mean, sure. Alright, so I'll except for
So you can do it.
the students here, you want their info, right?
Yeah, we need the students.
Alright, all the students in the room, can you identify yourselves? The current students in the room. Are you two are students?
No.
Okay. For the students in the room, are you in the JAD Telegram group?
Telegram? No.
Are you in the Ackee Circle group?
No.
Alright. Here's what you're gonna do for me, right? Alden, you want them to send it to your email, right? And that's Alden at Caribbean. Alden at Caribbean.net. Okay. Alright, so for all the students in the room, I have good news for you. You're gonna get free JTDA membership.
What?
Yeah.
What does that do us?
It gives you a long list of benefits that I can't go into right now. But you're gonna send an email to Alden at Caribbean.dev and then he's gonna set you up. Alright? So as long as you're a current student.
If you're wondering what one major benefit is, to get discount I think on some like on courses. Yeah.
Trust me, I don't remember what's on the list.
No, but that's not me. What I'm gonna give you. Something like what? That's you.
Alright, so all the students come up here. Yeah, current students.
I'm not gonna repeat myself. So I get him in my head.
Just make your way around the TV.
Oh no, they were taking line.
No. Students.
You're gonna take up a picture. Oh, go closer to the TV. Alright, Alden, you're gonna be doing a picture with him, right? He's gonna be Oshun then. Alright, Oshun, I'll take this picture. You want Oshun in the picture then? Sure. Okay.
Try to get
No, the good side. Alright, get a little closer to the screen, so we can maybe get the sponsor deck in there. Alright, so you're gonna look this way. You're gonna say Ackee Circle on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ackee Circle.
Alright, let's take it over.
You can do a peace sign.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that a peace sign or a gang sign?
What is it?
That is true. Alright, ready? Ackee Circle on 3. Ackee Circle, go.
Ackee Circle.
Alright. I think that's it, right? Just one picture. Alright, so for those of you who wanted to hear who our judges are, alright? So one of our judges, you guys hearing me? One of our judges is Davia Deacon. She's from Digicel. Another one of our judges is from Good Finish. You see it up there now? That's the logo. And his name is Christopher Darrell. He presented here earlier today. Our last judge, Latifa Smelly. She's from, who can guess? Jamaican Developers Committee or SOB. Right, that's where she's from. So those are your judges. Your fate is in their hands right now. Soon I'm gonna announce the winner of the Freshest Fit Award. So give me a few. I'm gonna have a talk. Mr. Oshin, come here for a minute. I need you on.
Yeah, it has a, it's usually speaker, so that's for the power and for the, yeah, but it doesn't need to have a power button. It's only if the game the power and. So it has a two slots, so one goes for the data, one goes for the power, but, you can't get by with this one.
Alright people, I'm about to announce the Freshest Fit Award. Who do you think it is? Who do you think is the winner? So there's several criteria we use for this award, right? One such criteria was, current events. One such criteria was the tech look, you know that tech guy look or tech girl look. Nobody knows that look. All right, they're probably young. Fair enough. All right, they're getting it together.
What would current events look like?
Hey, huh?
Was it they kicked me out?
I'm afraid I don't want to hear what you're about to say. No, I don't want to hear. Let me see. All right, they're still getting things ready. I mean, if we can't find it,
Youngest award, youngest presenter.
Youngest presenter, which is who?
I'm pretty sure you know.
No, I don't know. Alright, here's one. Just have him pose it some wrong.
Anything you want to do.
Alright, so who is our youngest participant? I have some good news for you. Our sponsor Shop Yasso will be giving you this 4K Ultra HD camera. Come up. Come up here. Oh Shane, where's the phone at? Alan, call Shane. I need somebody to take this picture. Oh Shane, I need to take a picture. Alright, so what's the phone? Alden, you have the phone? All right, great. Our sponsor shop here is up on screen. So we go for our sponsor. All right, so here's the thing. All right, gonna hold it soon. Good. All right, congrats. All right, people, can I get a drum roll, please? Stop. No, they cannot pay for them, Dexter. Our winner for the Freshers Fit Award goes to a male. Yes. This male is Jamaican. Yes. And who said that? Yes, he is black. Genius is in here. I know. Please. I know you saw the winner, didn't you? You saw the winner. 2 eyes, 2 ears. Come on. 2 eyes, 2 ears, and a mouth. Lovely. The winner is wearing a football shirt. Congrats, Romario. You're the winner of the Freshers Fit Award. So I said, no, give the applause. One of the criteria was current events. What were people watching on screen earlier? That's right. Romario, show them your shoes. Show them the Crocs. Just put up one foot in the air, son. Look at this. So, overall, best dressed. All right, we're gonna need a bottle of your rum to take the picture with. Okay, what's this for? Okay, so Romar is also getting. What do you young people call this? Una deer. And some stickers. Look at that. Well, you can always, link him on the corner still. You know. Oh, I meant ask him nicely. Who tell you to this live? Me tell you to this live? Okay. Yes, man. Bring the rum as well. All right. So. Let me see, we're gonna need one hand on the rum, one hand with the prize. Okay. Alright? Yeah. Ready?
Oh, shit.
Yes, congrats.
Sorry, we can't stop laughing.
Alright, go. Ready? 1, 2,
Alright, congrats, Mario. Let me see. Youngest, the Freshers Fit Award. The students, you sent your emails to Aldin, right? Aldin at Caribbean.dev, so you can get your JTDA sponsorship. So now we just need the judges to tell us who our first, second, and third winners are. Giving these away?
Yeah, 6 is
All right. Let me ask you some questions, all right? Aside from the sponsor on the screen, tell me a sponsor. Raise your hands. I saw that hand first. Give me a sponsor. Give me a sponsor.
What's it?
Now I saw his hands first. Now wait. Aside from that, what's on screen now?
I don't know what's on the screen. Was it good?
You don't know what's on the screen? The word is there on the screen.
Where?
No, you say it.
That's not
No, what's the sponsor? Give me a sponsor.
That's what I said.
But no, what did you say? You have to, good one?
Goodwin.com.
That is not correct. No. Next person, you.
John Galt.
John Galt. You get yourself some stickers. All right. Put your hands down. Help me figure out who hand go up the fastest. Give me another sponsor. All right. Huh? All right, Looney Pay. Next person. Hands. Show me a hand. Sponsor. Here you go. Who else? Close enough. Okay. I want you to tell me the name of a team that's not yours.
Huh?
A team that's not yours. Huh?
Team Plasma.
All right, Team Plasma.
Solid foundation.
All right.
King Breadfruit.
King what? Who's that? All right, who else? Who else? Who else want to tell me a team that's not yours? Nobody?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think they're here, but I saw a team that says, give us well-paying jobs, we're broke.
That's a technicality. It's a technicality, by the way. All right, let me see. What other questions I have in my head? Any questions?
Who won the World Cup?
What?
Who win the match England versus... Okay.
No man, somebody else from Maria. Somebody else. Yes.
England.
It's right. It's right. England win the match. All right. You know what? Who not getting a sticker yet? Who not getting a sticker yet? You're getting a sticker today. All right. So everybody gets sticker. You get sticker, right? Here you go.
All right. The judges have finished their deliberation. And of course, we had many submissions. 5 submissions. But of course,
Oh, this forgive you?
only one winner. Now, one of the things that you must realize is that, yes, we are looking for something that has to do with logistics, but it needs to have a twist in it. We also would have looked at your presentation skills, etc. And of course, all of those things that the judges are looking for, it's actually in that link that we sent you earlier with that 25% points for twist, 20 points for feasibility, 20 points for adaptability, because you know we live in Jamaica, sometimes things happen, and we of course look at the wow factor that, and you get 15 points for that. In third place, let me ensure I'm reading this properly. In third place, we have Backhaul. Clap them, please. Yes. And without further ado, in second place, and as we said, you know, we're looking for that wow, we're looking for that, how do you break down that problem statement into something that, you know, you can solve using some gymnastics and AI and all those nice things. And so in second place, we have Trace. All right. And when I call the first place winning team, I want them to present themselves at the front for their lovely check. Unfortunately, you can't take this check with you, but you will get the money. And for the first place winners, it is none other than Breadfruit. All right. All right. So guys, we did see some interesting, it was close. We did see some interesting submissions. And of course, you know, points were allotted accordingly. But of course, you could only get 15 points, or you could only lose 15 points based on your presentation, one of the things that we needed to see was that twist. The twist accounted for 25 points. All right? And of course, the technical feasibility, offline resilience, 20 points. Adaptability, 20 points as well. And of course, for the economic viability, 20 points. So, based on our calculations, we have breadfruit as our winner. Congrats. All right. Where's Oshane? Oshane disappeared. All right, so we are out of time, and I do thank you all very much. For those persons who are students, ensure that you send me the email. It just so happens that the students are so the ones who won. So what will we do, Mr. Sponsor?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So we may have some more prizes. We may have some more prizes for the participants. All right, but ensure for the students, send me the email. Just email. Yeah. All right, and have a safe trip home, guys. Blessings.
Thank you again.
This is.
Participation,
Oh yes.
certificates.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, by the way, did you mention the virtual participation and certificate they're going to get?
Yes, you're all going to be getting some certificates. Additional to those persons who will be getting the cash prize. We have cash prize for the first, second, and third. I guess the CEO will be going around getting your information to ensure you get your money.
Hey, first I get money again.
First, second, and third. First, second, and third.
So when you get your certificate, you can post on LinkedIn with the hashtag Ackee Circle Hackathon.
What's your question?
I heard it didn't say one, yeah, that's true.
Or again, then